The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Come on. Fix the Eagles. 19 tight.
Right to the air is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now an option play on second down. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels, 62 yards. And the Commanders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The Eagles, it's 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. These two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. They'll get it inside the 20, and they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. McLean toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. McKinnon here, it's complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. That'll give them 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Back to throw. McLean. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
At the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
Red! Stick the Eagles! Stick the Eagles! Red! Red!
And here's a handoff out of the gun. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here we go. Cut. Cut the Lions. Viking, 18. 19 Lions. Hut, hut.
Play action, now it's Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Washington.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Viking, 18.
Daniels looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll motion McLaurin left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 36 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds. A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here, because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd and 4. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Eagles passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
38-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Break.
13 yards remaining on second down. Looking to throw. McClain. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On third down, Ferguson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, McClain. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To throw is Daniels. Drops it underneath for Tootin. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Number 18, Pioneers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
To the air goes Daniels. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 2 yards to go, second down.
Let's go now.
They'll motion McLaurin left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
3rd down and 1. Here's Daniels. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Commanders first down.
The slot man in motion right.
Go street. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Shot 50, shot. Come on, come on. Set. Hop 70, hop Buffalo 18. Go.
Now Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Catch is made by Metcalf. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Here we go. Here we go.
Jordan is in. Touchdown, Commanders. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. His way through contact. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McLean. One incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McLean. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. fourth down. The punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. The final shot before break. Daniels. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
60 by 60.
The final shot before break. Daniels going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
The extra point splits the uprights. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing now is Daniels. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
3rd and 2.
Let's go. Go.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. Down the left sideline. Terry McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score. Commanders 34, Eagles 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and he never get stopped so soundly during the series. But what would be even worse now is that...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley. That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside. So he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go, here we go.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
19 Lions. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Cowboys.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Not press all 80. Steady.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Cougar 19. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They'll motion McLaurin left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. Daniels. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Gain of 6. That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
60 Eagle. 19 Lion. Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
2nd and 20 at the 12-yard line.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw. McLean. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there.
Bashir Tootin
with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And now they'll shift things around.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score. Commanders 41, Eagles 35.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Second down and 6 now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sherman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll try the left side. Sherman. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
Bayshore Tootin
with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Daniel's going to try and throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
The score, Commanders 47, Eagles 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 71 yards.
And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
19,
now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready? Come on. Set.
Back to throw. Daniels. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth.
Hot 70. Hey, Crash. 60 Maverick.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McClain. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Wagner. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball, stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big game.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Gets by him and now a little daylight. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Charles
was just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Here's first and goal.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Well, it looks like they'll move things around here.
Bronco 80.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Okay, break.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Bronco 80. Ready.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Second down, goal to go.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Rangers, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Get it.
On second and goal, there's an option play left. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last